is Mariza and I will tell you the story about Ashabul Kahfi. Ashabul Kahfi is the story of 7 young men who slept in a cave for 309 years, where they are in a cave to escape the cruelty of a king to maintain his faith. The story comes from the existence of a king who worshipped idols in the city of Ephesus. The king was named Titianus, a very cruel king. He always ordered and forced all his people to join in worshipping idols. If anyone dares to against him, he does not hesitate to kill them. However, some of the people of course refused, including the 7 young men. They pulled out of the pursuit to king's army. In order not to be killed, they escaped to a cave. Therefore, most of the people of the country are idolaters. One day, King Titianus heard that some young people refused to worship idols. Knowing this, he ordered his guard to bring the young men before him. The king then offered various treasures of property and position so that they would leave their faith. However, they remained steadfast in their stance and rejected all of the king's offers. The king was furious at the rejection. They then left the city and hid in a cave on Mountain Tihayus. On their way, they met a shepherd and his dog. The young men shared the same faith and decided to join them. In the cave, they worshipped and prayed for protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that they would avoid being chased by King Titianus' soldier. Allah then closed their hearing and sight so that they fell asleep for a long time, which is 309 years. After years of sleeping, they awoke to the sound of someone building a cage around the cave. They asked each other how long they slept, but they don't know how long they have been asleep. In the end, they were hungry. One of them came out of the cave and went to the city to find food. He walked stealthily in fear of being caught by the king Titianus' army. Arriving at the market, the young man was surprised and confused. According to him, the city had changed and he had the wrong destination. People were also surprised to see the appearance of this young man who was still wearing ancient clothes, even though all of them were wearing new clothes. When he finished selecting and was about to pay for the food he bought, the food merchant was amazed at the young man's coin. He thought that the young man had found a treasure from centuries ago that was starting to disappear. At that time, the king had also changed, namely King Theodosius, who believed in the teachings of the prophet. The king was surprised to hear who the young man was and ordered his guard to take the young man to the palace. When the young man arrived at the palace, the king asked their story and wanted to pick up his best friend that was still in hiding. One of the friends, worried for his friend's safety, got out of the cave and climbed the mountain. He was surprised to see the convoy of soldiers going to their hiding place. He told them what he saw at the top of the mountain. They felt anxious, afraid, and worried. Suddenly, they were surprised by the arrival of their friends, who danced with them the truth about how long they had slept. The young man had previously begged to enter the cave himself without anyone accompanying him. The young men who were in the cave cried, knowing the truth of their long sleep story. They cried out of fear and love. They begged Allah to kill them, and immediately the 7 young men and their dog died. The king and his troop who were waiting outside the cave were patiently waiting for the young men to come out. However, after not appearing for a long time, they finally decided to enter the cave. They saw the young man and the dog had died. They also prostrated themselves over the extraordinary events of Allah's power. That's all for me. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.